Big leaps and innovations are things that don't happen often in the microbrand watch world. The barriers to entry and costs are often too high for it to happen. The Arcus Tropos is one of the first watches in a long time that is bringing some truly cool innovations to a chronograph and keeping it affordable. Not to mention, this is the brand's first watch. The Tropos is a Monopusher chronograph that is utilizing a Seagull ST-19 movement that has been modified by the brand to give it the Monopusher. What a way to make an entrance. I must mention this is a pre-production sample, and the changes that will be made to the production models are in the description. The Tropos comes in at 39mm wide, 47.5mm lug to lug, and only 10.5mm wrist to crystal. At only $800 retail, it offers some impressive specs on paper, especially when so many chronographs are hockey pucks on the wrist. The case and the way the Tropos fits reminds me a lot of the Zinn 556. It feels and fits like a tool watch, but isn't in your face about it, nor does it weigh down your arm with a 42 or 44mm case. I'm thankful Arcus went with a bracelet that features female Endlinks. It keeps the comfort level high and those fantastic dimensions in check. The Monopusher, which is located at 2 o'clock, is satisfying to actuate, and I didn't notice anything that jumped out at me to let me know the movement was modified, aside from the obvious single pusher. Speaking of that single pusher, let's talk about what Arcus did to drop that second pusher and give us one of the more elusive types of chronographs. Arcus backward engineered another Monopusher movement to determine what was necessary to convert the ST-19 to a Monopusher. The parts were all engineered in-house by Arcus, and given the founders' backgrounds in engineering, it certainly seems like they knew what they were doing. This allows them to control the tolerances on all the parts and ensure the movement lives up to the standards they want. When all of this is complete, we are left with a manual wind Monopusher chronograph that is affordable, comfortable on the wrist, and reliable. While Monopusher chronographs don't allow you to start, stop, and then start the chronograph again, I don't often find myself using a chronograph for timing activities that require that. More often than not, I am timing how long my pizza has been in the oven or when I need to flip my steaks on the grill. The Monopusher is perfect for that. Start, stop, reset. It is quick, easy, and keeps your fingers in the same place for the entire process. Not to mention that the Monopusher chronograph seems to be few and far between these days. The only other recent example I can think of is the Fairer Monopusher, which costs around $1,000 more than the Tropos, although it does use a Solita Monopusher movement. There's really only one thing I would change about the Tropos. If you frequent my channel, you'll know that I'm not the biggest fan of aged loom. Although it does work here as a design element, I wish Arcus had offered a version with white loom. It would have been a knockout. With that said, Arcus shared some of what they have in the pipeline after the launch of the Tropos. While I can't disclose any of it now, I can say with certainty they are going to be a brand to watch and will have releases without aged loom. Value proposition gets tossed around a lot, and the Tropos is one of the few watches I believe truly offers a strong value proposition. It is innovative, good-looking, and offers great wearability. Just the chronograph alone at $800 makes this a hard watch to ignore. Make it a Monopusher under $1,000, and it is impossible not to do a double take. Arcus is already doing more exciting things than some veteran brands. I'm a huge fan of the Tropos, and based on what I've seen coming down the road from Arcus, I know I won't be the only one saying that in the months to come. Thanks for watching the video review of the Arcus Tropos. If you enjoyed this video, check out our website at watchclicker.com and please subscribe.